positives of doing these talks for the last 6 or so years is that eventually people get to know you and your tastes better. In my case, this also helps my employers to predict my reactions when deciding the next anime to watch. Sometimes they choose anime specifically because they know I'll fucking hate them. Sometimes they choose anime specifically because the name alone will amuse me. Deep Insanity: The Lost Child is an anime that lies solely in the latter category because, well, look at the name. By its name alone, it looks like something that is either going to be very psychological or utter teenage nonsense of noise, rape, and other stuff every teenager thinks is fucking cool and adult. So, Deep Insanity: The Child is a 12-episode anime that is a part of a mixed media project created and produced by Square Enix. For those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, a mixed media project is when you have a universe and there is more material on said universe than just a manga that's anime adaptation. In case of Deep Insanity, we have a dedicated manga series, a video game, and an anime series, each of which tells a separate story set in the same world. Neat stuff, really, but I digress. Our world is suffering from an incurable disease that claims lives of millions of people. Thank the gods, that's a very common trope in media. And people found out that the Sleepweep's origin is somewhere in Antarctic that is currently colonized by corporations, because of course it is. We follow... Actually, it's not like we follow anyone, to be really specific. You know what that means. Spoiler alert, hoot hoot, click that button and put it on mute. So our main protagonist is supposed to be Shigure Daniel Kai, who, besides having the most cosmopolitan name I've heard in a while, is not really that interesting to explain. He's pretty much the hero man number 546767 on factory settings, with the only notable thing about him is that he wants to be a hero, much to others' bemusement. But if you start watching the show, you'll immediately notice that the overall feel of it is weird, as if there should be an extra 2 episodes before the events we currently see. That is deliberate, as in reality the lead hero is Vera Rustamowa, the squad's commander that has the ability to rewind time and was doing this for God knows how many times. This explains the weird flow of the show, as well as why we only see the important bonding stuff, because it's the only thing that's really important. Other characters exist, I guess. They're not that boring to watch. It's that Wikipedia's character synopsis explains pretty much all you need to know about them and their portrayal in the show, and I don't like to repeat what others have said before already. The overall visuals of the show are acceptable. They're nothing to write home about, but they do their job well, and that's pretty much everything I can say about the show. It is definitely smarter than I originally hoped it would be, but the plot is really easy to predict, the characters are one note, and basically it gave me about the same feeling as Arcane. A well-made corporate product that serves its intended purpose really well, but since it failed to turn me into a consumer, that means I'm not really the show's target audience. Woe is me, I suppose. Now let's go do something more interesting and fun, shall we?